Hey everybody, it's Undone Lyric, and I've had a lot of people say, "Hey Undone, how do you make your videos look so sexy?" And this is a video actually showing you how to get it from looking by default, which is on the left-hand side, to the sexiness you see on the right-hand side, which colors look more vibrant, the darkers look better, everything just looks nicer. Nicer video, nicer quality. So we're going to go ahead and make a transaction over to my PC, and we're going to show you how to do it in Sony Vegas. Alright, here we go. Okay, so here we are in Sony Vegas, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly what I do, and I do this per video. I don't have like one ultimate setting because it might be different based on the map. So obviously the first thing we're gonna do is get rid of this little black line here, and you can do that by going to Event, Pan, and Crop. If you didn't already know how to do this, you're gonna learn something new. If you already did, I'm sorry, it'll only take a second. So I usually try to zoom in literally as far as I can, and I just go ahead and keep on going until the little black line is all disappeared. Alright, we're good to go there. So now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to video effects, okay, and we're going to go to color corrector secondary. I know a lot of people use the studio RGB to computer RGB, but we're going to do something a little bit different with it. Now I'm going to try to see if you can actually see what's going on here. See, it made it pop a little bit. Alright, it made it look pretty good. Alright, before, after. Okay, now one thing I did on purpose, and I usually always do this as well, is I picked a part in the video where it shows some blues, some reds, some yellows, and some stuff in between. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to adjust the gamma and the gain. Alright, and you can adjust the offset a little bit too if it looks a little off, but now the gamma can be a good or bad thing. Where it gets bad is when you're like, yeah, I got gamma, alright, and it makes it all white and nasty looking. No good. Okay, we're gonna put it right back about where it was. We're actually gonna turn the gamma down a little bit, and as you can see, what that does is it makes the darkers kind of show up a little more and all that stuff. You can actually also adjust the gain up a little bit, try to get it a little bit different. So now if we do it, it's a much bigger dramatic difference. And I'm not going to say these settings are the exact settings you must use every time. It's specific to each type of video you're editing. Alright, now the other thing we're going to do is we're going to use the sharpening. Alright, we're going to use a light sharpen, but we're not going to leave it at the light sharpen, because what I've seen in a lot of people when they use sharpen, they're like, hey, I got to sharpen, woo. Alright, that isn't always the best, and I will be specific, at least for Call of Duty videos. 0.74 is where I like to go with it. Now the thing is, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it or not. I'm going to try. You can look down here, and I'm going to turn it off. Alright, now it's off, and I'm going to turn it back on. Alright, and if you have it up too high, like areas like this where this little garage is, it'll look kind of pixeled. It'll turn really bad, and this gives it just that little niche of sharpening that'll help you out. Now the very last thing we're going to do is the saturation adjust. Alright, and we're going to boost the midtones. Now putting this in here by default doesn't do anything at all. Alright, now the only thing we're going to want to mess with here is the low. Now let me show you what it looks like when I turn it all the way off. Alright, it looks kind of black and white. Alright, it'd be good for a montage, but not so good for what I am doing here specifically. Alright, so I'm going to put it back about where it was. Alright, that's about where it was. And I like to adjust the low levels a little bit. Alright, now if you turn it all the way up, I've seen a lot of people do this too. Alright, the yellows are way too yellow, stuff is just way too much. Alright, so I'm going to put it back about where it was, and I'm just going to turn it up a little tiny bit. Alright, so now the yellows pop out a little more, the blues pop out. That's before, and that's after. You can just see a subtle difference, but that subtle difference is quality. So this is with everything completely turned off. Okay, looks like a fuzzy mess. And this is with everything all turned back on. So as you can see, it helps out quite a bit. And yeah, so that is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys learned something new. Have a great day, everybody.